Did you ever wonder how far a US president can go before the courts slam on the brakes? So here's a riddle for you. If the president wakes up one morning and says, I'm declaring a national emergency, does that give him the power to impose tariffs on nearly every country in the world? Well, Donald Trump certainly thought so. But guess what? A federal court just said, no, you can't. So, in a bombshell decision shaking the political and business worlds, the United States Court of International Trade has just ruled that Trump's sweeping global tariffs were unlawful, and they've permanently blocked his ability to impose them under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or for short, the IEEPA. Now, think about that. We're not talking about a small policy tweak. We're talking about undoing one of the biggest cornerstones of Trump's economic agenda, one that affected billions in global trade, raised the prices on US consumers, and sparked massive trade tensions worldwide. So, this isn't just a legal loss, it's a constitutional smackdown. It's a rebuke saying, sorry, Mr. President, you don't get to play king when it comes to trade policy. So, what does this ruling actually say? Why did the judges unanimously block Trump's tariffs? And what does this mean for the future of presidential power in the United States? So, welcome to the Financial Freedom Network, the financial channel that fills your wallet, makes you money, and boosts your credit. So, just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe to get notified whenever we produce another game changing video that affects you personally. And I promise you'll appreciate it. So, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, what just happened? Well, the United States Court of International Trade, a powerful three-judge panel, just issued a permanent injunction stopping Trump from using the IEEPA to impose tariffs globally. The ruling? Trump dramatically overstepped. The IEEPA was crafted to give the president limited emergency authority, not a blank check for trade wars. So this ruling wipes out Trump's broad tariff moves and it permanently halts their enforcement. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Under Article 1, Section 8 of the US Constitution, Congress, not the president, has the power to impose taxes, duties, and tariffs. While Congress can delegate some authority, it cannot hand over unlimited control. The court ruled that Trump's sweeping tariffs went way beyond what the IEEPA allows. The law only permits the president to act in response to an unusual and extraordinary threat, not just general disagreements with Europe, Canada, China, or any other nation. Now, this wasn't just a Washington, D.C. fight. Real businesses and states were financially hurting under these tariffs. So plaintiffs include companies like VO Selections Inc., Plastic Services and Products Inc., and states like Oregon, Arizona, Colorado, and Connecticut. They all argued that Trump's tariffs caused economic harm, and the court agreed they had standing to sue. The outcome? A summary judgment that vacated the tariffs and permanently banned their enforcement. So, do me a favor in the meantime, if you're finding this breakdown eye opening, smash that like button and subscribe right now. The more people who engage, the more we can spread this critical financial news to everyone who needs to hear it. So, we're here to empower your wallet and keep you ahead of the headlines. So, let's carry on. So, the court was crystal clear. Declaring a national emergency does not hand the president unlimited power. They pointed to past limits on Nixon's emergency powers, and emphasized the strict conditions Congress set under the IEEPA in 1977. So Trump's attempt to declare every global issue a national emergency, well, the judges shot it down, ruling that the retaliatory worldwide tariffs were unbounded and beyond legal authority. So the big question is, what's next? Well, Trump will almost certainly appeal, but this sets a powerful legal precedent. It reaffirms that the president cannot bypass Congress to launch broad trade measures. And why should you care? Well, as you probably know if you've been following this channel, tariffs impact your life. They affect the prices you pay, the products you buy, and the jobs tied to global trade. This ruling actually safeguards the checks and balances designed to prevent any president from wielding unchecked economic power. Now, let's be clear, this isn't just a procedural hiccup, it's a truly devastating blow to Trump's trade agenda. It challenges the very foundation of how he approached US economic policy. And whether you support Trump or not, this case underscores one truth: presidential power has limits, and the courts are ready to enforce them. So here's the big question: if Trump's tariffs were illegal, what other presidential actions might the court strike down next? Well, we'll be tracking this closely, and you don't want to miss these updates. So hit subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and tell us, do you think presidents should have more or less emergency power? We want to hear what you think. And in the meantime, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.